The US Army to test entire of unmanned combat vehicles in simulated battle this year. A wargame that leaders called unprecedented and a big step toward refining the hardware and software that will one day enable wheeled robots to take the battlefield. In February 2022, the Army tested an RCV-L demonstrator at military training facility. It's equipped with a common remotely operated weapon Station-Javelin, Cross-J, and a remote-controlled anti-tank missile launcher that can target and destroy a tank from 1.5 miles away. It also fires an M230LF Lightweight 30mm cannon chain gun, an extremely lethal rapid-fire gun. Another demonstrator vehicle is the rcv-m. Once a star of reality television, but now owned by defense contractor Textron. Textron added an XM813 Bushmaster 30mm chain gun, mounted in an unmanned turret, to the rcv, and is supplying examples for RCV-M trials. Rcv would probably be best paired with the Army Stryker Brigade combat teams and their wheeled armored vehicles. Robotic Combat Vehicle Light, RCV-L, will operate among infantry and engineers, carrying supplies and heavy weapons. RCV-M, Robotic Combat Vehicle Medium, and RCV-H, Robotic Combat Vehicle Heavy, will be larger heavier vehicles operating alongside main battle tanks and infantry fighting vehicles. The RCV-L is a diesel-electric hybrid vehicle with a gross weight of roughly 85,000 pounds and a maximum payload of 7,000 pounds. The vehicle can travel at a speed as high as 40 miles per hour. The RCV-M is also a diesel-electric hybrid vehicle and has a gross weight of 25,000 pounds. This vehicle can travel at high speeds of over 25 miles per hour and is also equipped with a 30mm cannon which is controlled remotely. RCV Heavy is the least clearly defined. It's meant to be a robotic tank with firepower and survivability comparable to the M1 Abrams, but at less than half the weight, 20 to 30 tons, versus 60 to 70 for Abrams depending on the model and armor kit. But why does the RCV Heavy need to be as survivable as an M1 tank? The Heavies aren't meant to operate far ahead of the manned force, but alongside it. It's intended as a wingman maneuvering with the manned tanks. So it has to withstand the same intensity of attacks. You don't want a barrage of mid-caliber cannon fire can strip the M1s of their RCV-H escort. Quadrupedal robots are one of the most interesting developments in robotics in recent years. They're small, nimble, and able to traverse environments that frustrate wheeled machines. So, of course, it was only a matter of time until someone put a gun on one. The Vision 60 unit built by US firm Ghost Robotics that's been equipped with a custom gun by small arms specialist Sword International. It seems the gun itself, dubbed the Spur or Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle, is designed to be fitted onto a variety of robotic platforms. It has a 30x optical zoom, thermal camera for targeting in the dark, and an effective range of 1,200 meters. The machine was shown off for the first time at the Association of the United States Army's 2021 annual conference earlier this week. The conference bills itself as a land power exposition and professional development forum held in Washington, D.C. Details about the partnership between Ghost and Sword are unclear. But Ghost's quadrupedal robots are already being tested by the US military. Last year. The US Army isn't the only ground combat force to operate uncrewed ground vehicles. Russia's ground forces operate the Uran-9, a robotic combat vehicle that mounts a 30mm gun and 4 Ataka anti-tank missiles. Uran-9 was reportedly tested in combat in Syria 2018. And though the results were less than spectacular, some would say horrible, Russia is forging ahead and creating its first Uran-9 combat unit. Meanwhile, the People's Liberation Army Ground Forces, also known as the Chinese Army, is testing a number of uncrewed ground vehicles, including the Norinco Sharp Claw and the Dragon Horse. Robots have the potential to revolutionize the way we conduct ground combat operations. Whether that's giving increased firepower to a dismounted patrol, breaching an enemy fighting position, or providing chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and explosive reconnaissance. Envision these vehicles providing commanders more time and space for decisions and reducing risk to soldiers. Research into uncrewed ground vehicles will eventually succeed, and robots will take their place alongside human ground forces. Despite the hurdles, there's a strong incentive for armies to get this right. Robotic vehicles are more cost-effective than crewed vehicles and are quicker to build. The army that gets it right first will get the most bang for its buck, while reducing its own casualties on the battlefield.